An all-star player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Milwaukee Brewers and number 62 is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a
and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So striding forward now, Sasaki. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Looking up is Yelich. Adios, pelota.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Next for Milwaukee, Carlos Cedeno. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Popped him up. Bannister is under this one. 1 down. Stepping in, Sasaki. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-0.
Sasaki, just 24 years of age. He was a 16th round selection back in the draft of 2019.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
3-0 now.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Stepping into the box, Sasaki will swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Comes set, the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. And that'll end the inning. Ready for another chance? Sasaki. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last ABs.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. The relay. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at-bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having. Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
They left 7 men on base.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Milwaukee Brewers and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Michael Towers gets the starting nod for the Mets. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
The third baseman, number 86.
Stepping up to the plate, Sasaki, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
Now this is foul tipped at home plate, and that might have shot directly at our home plate umpire because he's moving a little gingerly back there. And it's 1-2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Now to the plate, number 12. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Scooped up. They get the force at the plate. On to first, and they get the double play. Leading off the inning, Sasaki, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy. to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. Let it rip right here. We need him. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there.
Ready once again, Sasaki, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hit hard to short. Garcia gloves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Freddie Baladares.
Freddie Baladares.
0-1 count, and the pitch. A bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly on to first, and there were 2 down.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for the Brewers, number 31, Alfredo Ibar.
Grounded to third, reined in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Now at the plate, Sasaki. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
He's got one out right here.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Claudio has thrown a little over 50 innings, and in that time he's allowed just barely over a base runner per inning, which of course is very good.
Nope,
no offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
This one is crushed. Back, and gone.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now. Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on
the final
to
line
collect the
score
save.
for our ball game.
3-2, the finish in tonight's game. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready. Digging in now, Sasaki. The watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. 2-0 now.
No one better. Stay hot. Keep it rolling.
From the belt, the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, and deep. Got a chance, and gone! A two-run blast to straightaway right field. 2 away now from the magic number 600. As the Mets are out in front now, 2-0. Ready now for the Marlins, Colin Moran. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Moran.
Line shot to third, and the side is retired. 2 runs on. Trying to pick things up where we left off.
Number 86.
Sasaki. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
And that last at-bat when he went deep.
High and deep to center field. Going back is the center fielder. Holy Toledo! So it's a solo shot to dead center. Just 1 shy of 600 for his career. And it's given the Mets a... Up next from Miami, Sandy Alcantara.
Number 22, Sandy Alcantara.
On the ground to third. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit. So digging in now, Sasaki already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. Nope. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
That's a ball. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
Fouled off. The 2-2. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. Adios, pelota. And there it is. Sasaki has belted career home run number 600. One of the greatest power hitters to ever play the game.
Oh, you're certainly right, Matt. With 600 home runs, you're talking about a figure only a handful of players have ever reached. It's a landmark home run in what has been a landmark career. He's shown amazing skill and remarkable consistency over the years, and I think we're all just so lucky to be here to witness this historic moment. What a privilege.
Sasaki will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ballgame as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Hot shot on the ground to short. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, in fact, they'll tag him out at second base, trying to advance on the bad throw. So standing in, Sasaki, and he's got a very real opportunity at making some history here. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And the runner will score from second. Throw won't get him.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken. And what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means.
Ready for another shot now. Sasaki. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Start it up.
Hey, let her rip right here.
Hey, be patient.
The 1-0.
Get your pitch. Let's go.
That's ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitter's counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 to him now.
Hey, let's go, kid. One time right here. All right, come on now. One time. No fly.
From the belt, the pitch. And, oh, they won't let him walk that easily, as that's somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. Runner at first here, one man out.
Hit your pitch. Right here. Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here.
A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 601 for his career, as they just continue to pour it on here.
You know, talk about having a great day. 4 home runs in one game. I would say that's more than great. That's a spectacular day.
This one's down to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, as we take another look at it, well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
We are under the line. Striding in, Sasaki. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. 2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Junior ranges back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Stepping in, Sasaki. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it with this guy.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sasaki. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up, and there's one down now. Settling in now, Sasaki. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Down.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Fouled away.
No, that's
this one's
down.
Low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Digging in, Brian Anderson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Brian Anderson.
Swing and a rocket to third. But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out.
Well, the skipper has to be pleased. They go on the road and win the first two of this 3-game series, playing for the sweep tomorrow.
Afternoon baseball here. Juan Barrera gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
First delivery to him on the way.
Nope,
Sasaki
outside.
comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
The 1-1. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Tucker leads off first with one away.
Hey, we got one here. Hey, looking for yours now. Come on, kid.
Could have been 3-1.
I got the count.
Instead,
2-2.
it's 2-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here.
Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. So a full count now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High and deep to left center field. Junior looks up. Adios, pelota.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, and they take the lead.
Into the box now, Sasaki. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
The 1-0. Swung on, hit in the air, and deep. Got a chance, and gone!
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means.
Ready to take his hacks again. Sasaki, as he'll
86.
look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Here's the 0-1. There goes the runner. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too, but he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Stay through it. Let's go.
5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd.
7th inning ready to roll and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Sasaki.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So the leadoff base hit puts the... Sasaki will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Going back is the right fielder. Holy Toledo! Solo shot to right center, and it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in one outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. Well, listen, there's no doubt they were pressing during that 7-game losing streak, but that's behind them now.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this. In now, Sasaki. His performance at the plate's given this team a major offensive boost and put him in strong contention for the batting title.
And he's got a chance to collect some serious hardware, individually and team-wise. If everything goes according to plan and he finishes strong, this team's going to play in October. And once you get to October, anything can happen.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Polanco is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So stepping in, Sasaki.
He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition.
Ball,
and that misses for ball 1. We talked about his strong hitting earlier in the broadcast, but he's really been on another level over his last 10 games with an average over the 400 mark.
2-0.
But easier said than done. This guy from start to finish has been on point, not giving any at-bats away. He's swinging a hot bat and making a strong push to end the season and put that batting title belt around his waist. That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
And he fouls this one off.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Holy Toledo!
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this is.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Kevin Kramer. 0-2, here it comes. High pop-up. Sasaki will put this one away, and the side is retired. Ready to take his hacks again. Sasaki, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Fielded cleanly. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Pablo Reyes. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time. Digging in once again, Sasaki. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Pirates. Number 53.
Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. We witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
No runs, 3 hits, 1 error. They left 2.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for a. Next up for New York, Sasaki. His performance at the plate's given this team a major offensive boost and put him in strong contention for the batting title.
And he's got a chance to collect some serious hardware, individually and team-wise. If everything goes according to plan and he finishes strong, this team's going to play in October. And once you get to October, anything can happen.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, their chances of pushing across the run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with it.
Now batting, number 86.
In now, Sasaki. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Holy Toledo!
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is.
Up next for the Buccos, Gaylord Traxler. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. In there, now the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. And up steps Salvador Perez. Head-to-head at the start of play against Zach Eflin. He's got 3 base hits in 17 at-bats. And with 2 strikes, he's able to get this one down. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. Ready to take his hacks again, Sasaki, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Here you go now. Come on now. 1 time.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Polanco giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Eli Gonzalez. Grounder down the line at third. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Safe.
And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for the Pirates, number 18, Ryan Morris.
Popped him up. Sasaki will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. Now at the plate, Sasaki. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Hey, nobody away. Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your
The 0-1 pitch. And
Off
he'll
the
look at
plate,
the
ball
fastball
one.
just off the black, and it's even at 1.
Come on, baby, right now, fellas, right now.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Hey!
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Let it fly. Let's go.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that's swung on and missed. So good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading.
Come on.
Standing
Now
in, Sasaki.
Number
And he's the
86.
reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
Hey, need you right now. Come on, keep it going. Keep it going now. Keep it going.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
Go, go, go.
Adios, pelota.
Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this
The final
ballpark,
line score for
so they
our
are
ball
very
game
happy
tonight
with this
for
win.
the victorious New York Mets. 3 runs on 7 hits. No
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another. Striding into the box, Sasaki. His performance at the
Batting
plate's
third.
given this team a
The third
major
baseman.
offensive boost
Number
and put him
86.
in strong contention for the batting title.
And he's got a chance to collect some serious hardware. Individually and team-wise, if everything goes according to plan and he finishes strong, this team's going to play in October. And once you get to October, anything can happen.
Montgomery leads off second with 1 gone in the inning.
He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket. Runs scored in ribbies. Runs scored in ribbies. And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey!
Strike taken as that one
0-1.
catches the outer part of the plate.
No one out now.
That
Ball,
misses
that's out.
wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw to first
Got
in
him.
time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Into the box, Sam McCallum.
Now batting, the third baseman, Sam.
Here he comes on a ball and 2
McCallum.
strikes. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4,
He's out.
3. It's a
He's
double
out.
play, and the inning is over. At the plate, Sasaki.
Now
He got
batting,
on top of one and was a
number
ground
86.
out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
So far on the year, Sasaki is, get this, slugging over 700. That's a number almost unheard of, so if you can help it, don't miss any of his at-bats.
Hey, go buddy.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back?
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game. Digging in the switch hitter, Sasaki. He's got 2 hits on the day, and in the heat of the race for the batting title, that's exactly the kind of line he wants to have.
But you see the look in this guy's eye when he comes to the plate. 2 hits isn't enough. He's getting greedy up at the plate. He knows what's at stake. He wants a batting crown.
Reyes is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out. Now at the plate, David Takahashi.
Number 32, David.
The 2-1 home. A line shot to third base, and the runner gets back. No double play. Striding in once again, Sasaki.
He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition. This one is crushed. Back, and gone.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, and it's now 6-4.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. If they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. New York jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Anthony Banda earns his 12th victory in the ballgame. Francesco Aguila was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Keone Kela records the save, his 4th of the season. And we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and nobody out in the inning.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Mets, number 86.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Left fielder looking up. Holy Toledo!
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after.
Now Ty Buttrey is on to pitch out of a 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Metropolitan. We are under the... At the plate, Sasaki. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they're on a great run of late.
He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but
digging in to try it again, Sasaki.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0.
That's outside.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
And it's fouled away. The 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. Digging in and looking for more, Sasaki. He singled his last time up.
Number 86.
Fouled off.
Hey, we got no one here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap.
Every game the pitcher gets the lineup card, he circles the guy that can't beat him. Well, obviously.
Ready now, Sasaki. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
Nope, that's down.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Come on now, let it fly.
And it looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Little chopper back to the mound.
Come on, get here,
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. James Morin. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Runs up and gets this one down. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
I see you working, big guy. Good job. Way to get on base.
8-1 is the final tonight. New York get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. MLB The Show. The next to bat for Atlanta, Emil Nunez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit to third. He's got it. And there are 2 away now. Stepping up now, Sasaki. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now the pitch.
Ball.
Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Coming to the plate now, Emil Nunez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And now the runner's trying for third. Good on the ground to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Stepping in for the Braves, Timothy McCormick.
Number 13. Timothy.
This is line to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. Standing in, Sasaki. Here comes the first pitch. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far.
Ball.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Line drive to left. Reyes has him played perfectly as he puts it away. At the plate, Sasaki. They lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do.
This one is crushed. Back, and gone.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't.
Sasaki will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. This year against right-handed pitching, Sasaki is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Thanks for a good one, huh?
Fouled away.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 one more time. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The payoff pitch one more time. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. The next 3-2. Turned on down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire. A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Mets get the win on the heels of 4 home runs.
The final line.
Afternoon base. So coming to the plate, Sasaki. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
This one is crushed. Back, and gone.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken.
Next for the Mets, Sasaki.
He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition.
That last at-bat.
Well, he's waiting on the breaking ball there and sends it to deep right field.
Adios, pelota.
When this one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back.
Now at the plate, Sasaki. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field.
Adios, pelota.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
So the lineup flips over and digging in. James Morin 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Rounded weakly down the line toward third. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Sasaki will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ballgame as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Drilled right back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4, you know.
Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Sasaki, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here.
Oh, that's inside.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 is laid off of down and in. He pulls this one into right. Shimizu will get there and he puts it away to. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nicky Delmonico. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit. So that'll extend the inning and let Freddie Freeman come to the plate.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
MLB The Show. Coming to the plate now, Sasaki watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
This guy's got a realistic shot to win the triple crown, and he's hit several home runs in his last 10 games.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
The 1-0 delivery fouled off. Tejeda has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career. And over those innings, he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. Relay to Freddie, double play. Digging in for his second at-bat, Sasaki.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And he will coast into second with a leadoff double. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, James Morin. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get. Now in the box, Sasaki. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point.
Number 86.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Fouled away.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Stepping into the box, Sasaki, he flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. O'Hearn rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily as they extend their lead to 3. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Leading off the inning, James Morin, and they'll need him to get something going here. Hit down the third baseline. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row.
Late in the season and way up in the race, a team is reminded not to take its eye off the ball.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition.
Batting second, the shortstop.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to third. Fielded cleanly. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Now batting, Sasaki. His squad has put together a strong year, and his home run production has certainly been a big part of it.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's been the bright spot for this team. Anytime in a big spot they've needed a big knock, he has seemed to be the guy, and rightfully so. As we get down to the tight games at the end of the season, his offensive production has got to continue, and he's fighting for a home run pipe.
Here it comes, 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's digging in. Sasaki, he drew a walk his first time up.
Ball 1.
A ball and no strikes.
Count
Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Junior looks up. Adios, pelota.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September.
Into the box now, Sasaki, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. In there, no balls and a strike. Sasaki has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch.
got a ball,
he
one
can
strike.
pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch. Throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. So striding forward now, Sasaki. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Number 86.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Pulled toward right center field.
Junior's in pursuit.
And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. 8-4 tonight. The New York Mets, with their 95th win, tops in the division. And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning.
Number 86.
Curveball.
Ball
and
one,
that
no
misses in the dirt for ball one. As he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
He made it.
He is in there.
Hey, Dero, are you aware?
Now pitching
Corey
for the
Stokes
Mets.
is on the...
Man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's 9 wins in a row. That's right,
The final
9
line score
wins
for
in
this
a row.
afternoon's ball game.
And by the way
For
they're
the
playing,
victorious New
I
York
see
Mets,
no reason
no
why this
runs,
streak is
4
going to
hits,
end anytime
no
soon.
errors.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the... Digging in, Sasaki. His squad has put together a strong
Batting
year,
third.
and his home
The
run
third
production
baseman.
has certainly been a
Number
big part of
86.
it.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's been the bright spot for this
Nope,
team.
that's down.
Anytime in a big spot they've needed a big knock, he is seen to be the guy. And rightfully so, as we get down to the tight games at the end of the season, his offensive production has got to continue. And he's fighting for a home run title.
Count even now at 1-1.
Ball.
Down
Damn.
low, 2 balls and a strike. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say...
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Tried to
Three
fool him with
balls,
the
two
changeup,
strikes.
but he won't offer at it. 3-2. And that
Nope,
misses
that's ball
ball
four. Take
4.
the
And
base.
now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner. Stepping in,
Now batting.
Sasaki. He
Number
drew a walk
86.
his first time up. Has a look, now the pitch. First pitch hack in
0-1.
here, and that's the first strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves.
And that is into right field, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard. Stepping into the box,
The batter,
Sasaki.
number
He singled
86.
his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave him.
And he fouls this one off. And he couldn't
Outside,
get
that's
him
a
to
ball.
chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Let's go.
Swung on, hit in the air, and deep. Got a chance, and gone!
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there.
Stepping up to the
Now
plate,
batting.
Sasaki,
Number
as he's got a
86.
chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Lined into right, a base hit. In to score, the runner from third. Ready for another chance? Sasaki. Discussed earlier how he was one of the league's best power bats, and he's lived up to that reputation with a blast earlier in this game.
And you can just tell how confident he is in the box, hunting his pitch, not coming outside the zone or expand.
Swung on, hit in the air, and deep. Got a chance, and gone!
I think it's time to start pitching around this. And that's save number 33 on the season for him, matching my career best for a season.
Here now is our
the
final
difference
line
is
score for the
he still has...
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
We are under the... Now at the plate, Sasaki. The watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all three categories. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games. 2-0 now. Pitch on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And a changeup. Digging in now, Sasaki. He drew a walk his first time up. From the belt, the pitch.
1-0.
Towers leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hard hit at third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Greg Bird.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there.
Now to the plate, Sasaki. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
Sasaki is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
There's ball 4.
That's high. Ball 4. Take your base.
Ready once again, Sasaki. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Yeah, now after the stolen base, it looks as though the dugout wants to go ahead and put him on here to keep... All set to start the 9th in this one, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Sasaki.
Listen, it's not...
He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. take it right to the home squad.
We are under the lights this evening. Striding in, Sasaki. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Number 86.
Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. 2 out, nobody on. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Cottrell has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. Digging in, Victor Robles. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Phillies,
the 2-2.
The center fielder, Victor.
And he popped him up
Robles
over toward the left side of the infield. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Sasaki. Runner in scoring
86.
position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Ready with the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Montgomery stands at second with 2 gone. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Hey, one time, right now.
Ready with the payoff pitch.
He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the Mets have taken a 3-1 lead.
Well, D-Row, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is.
So a runner at first with
Number
1 man
3,
gone.
number
And up next will be the left-handed power bat of Greg Bird. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time. Sasaki will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2. Ready for another shot now. Sasaki. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
Your attention,
you can't ask for anything more than.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Phils came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory.
Philadelphia Phillies, 4 runs on 9 hits, 3 errors. They left.
Afternoon. Settling in now, Sasaki. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Ponce has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there? Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner. So digging in now, Sasaki. He's got 3 hits in 6 tries for the series. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1-0.
Here we go, kid.
High and deep to straightaway right. Holy Toledo!
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sasaki, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Adios, pelota.
Sasaki will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Looking at his career totals, Sasaki brings in a batting line above the 450 mark. Do not sleep on his at-bats, folks.
Matty, this is one of the best offensive forces in the sport. Not only an amazing batting average, but does it in a variety of different ways with damage.
Fouled off. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Into center field, line drive base hit.
This guy came into today absolutely on fire, and nothing has changed. He looks...
In now, Sasaki. He singled his last time up.
Third baseman, number 86.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And here comes the first baseman, Greg Bird.
The first baseman,
ready with the 0-2.
Bird.
On the ground to the left side. Scooped up, and the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The New York Mets We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the Tampa Bay Rays. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Shane Bieber is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, every once in a while you're going to have one of those horror shows, and this guy had one in his last start. Wasn't able to get out of the first inning, took the loss, and it's probably been a long 4 days in between this start here today, so he's looking to forget about that one and at least go deep 4, 5, 6 innings into this one.
Now the 1-0. Fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
This one is crushed. Back, and gone.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Sasaki, he went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. 1-0 the count. The pitch. 2-0 now.
That's out.
Too tight with that one.
That's inside.
3-0.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Andrew Velasquez. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So stepping in, Sasaki comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here's the first pitch to him. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6.
No, that's
and
down.
Low, it's a ball and a strike.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Fastball well outside.
Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals.
He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here.
Ready to take his hacks again. Sasaki. He'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind it...
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base.
Hey, no one better. Need you right here, huh, now?
Yeah, now after the stolen base, it looks as though the dugout wants to go ahead and put him on here to keep that double play in order with 1 away.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
MLB The Show's Next up for New York, Sasaki. He went deep last night twice.
Number 86.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. So far this year against Southpaws, Sasaki brings in a batting line above the 450 mark.
At the ball.
Do not sleep on his at-bats, folks.
Matty, he's having one of those dream seasons right now. The ability to work the count, the ability to get on base north of 400, and having a great batting average. This guy's certainly one of the best players in the game right now.
Misses, ball 2.
2 strikes.
Left side, fielded cleanly.
Dig.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing. Into the box now, Sasaki. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over.
Got him.
Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to...
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Sasaki. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And he fouls this one off.
All right, here we go now.
The 0-1 on its way.
Ball 1.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Nope.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Come on, baby, square it up.
Here now the 2-2. Too short, hit hard. There's one.
He's out.
Back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He has no prior history against this pitcher. He's got it. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game. Digging in once again, Sasaki. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way. This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
Check swing,
ball,
but he
strike.
held up in time. Ball 1. Two and 1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first.
Hey, drive him in, babe. Need it right here.
Liner toward right center. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground. 4-2 the final score today. Tampa Bay came through late. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball. Standing in, Sasaki. He's kept his average up in recent games. Competition has been fierce, but so far he's managed to fend off all comers in pursuit of a batting title.
And if you're going to win a batting title, you wouldn't want it any other way.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys that were going to have to keep quiet. But he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
And it's fouled away. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Sasaki brings in a batting line above the 450 mark.
Nope, that's
Do
inside.
not sleep on his at-bats, folks.
I love everything about this guy's offensive game. The name of the game is to get on base and score runs, and this guy does it as good as anyone.
Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he's safe. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many. So next to the plate for the Phils, Robert Cottrell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. Now at the plate, Sasaki. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
0-1, here it comes.
Ball one.
And he lays off for ball one. We talked about his strong hitting earlier in the broadcast, but he's really been on another level over his last 10 games with an average over the 400 mark.
The count is 2
But
and
easier
1.
said than done. This guy.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. And
I got
a
3-1.
fastball, but
3
he's
balls,
losing it
1
a bit
strike.
here to 3-1 now.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Fouled off.
Hey, it's your pitch. Drive it deep. Here we go, baby.
And the payoff pitch. Campos at second with 2 down.
There you
There's
go.
a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher,
Up next for
Robert
Philadelphia.
Cottrell.
The pitcher.
Runs up and gets this one down.
Cottrell.
Throw to first
He's
will
out.
get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt. So striding in,
Now batting.
Sasaki.
Number 86.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A
Ball
ball and
one,
no
no
strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Here we go, boys.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And that's through for another base hit. They'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to Brandon Drury will bat
Now
next.
batting. Third baseman. Brandon.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away. Striding into the box,
Now batting.
Sasaki.
Number
He singled
86.
his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Nunez rarely
0-1.
finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to
Ball,
barrel
that's
up.
out.
Fastball well outside. Fouled away.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And it
I got
looked
the
like
count,
the
2 and
fastball
2.
got away from him there. Hit hard to third.
Come on, you can beat it.
And there's
Beat it.
out number 2. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring
Leading off
forth
for
the veteran
Philadelphia,
outfielder,
the
Mookie
right
Betts.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Throw will not be in.
Leading up for the Mets, the third baseman, number 86.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher. Just go ahead and challenge him.
And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0. Now the pitch. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings. 8-3 tonight. Scott Oberg wins in relief for the 8th time this year. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good Anthony Banda, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today. Boy, this is just
At the plate, Sasaki has kept his average up in recent games. The competition has been fierce, but so far he's managed to fend off all comers in pursuit of a batting title.
Yeah, and if you're going to win a batting title, you wouldn't want it any other way. You don't want somebody to go in a massive slump and fall off the map. This is going to be a race to the end, 2 guys fighting it out, and who's going to have the best finish to the season.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive.
Into the box, Ricky Schnell. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Runs up and gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. Now at the plate, Lester Hayes.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Lester Hayes.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. Digging in the switch hitter, Sasaki. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High and deep to right center. Back goes Betts.
Adios, pelota.
Well, D-Row, you know they say records are made.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Sasaki.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So that's his 2nd knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Mitch Walding. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
The batter, number 86.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Metropolitans set the pace in the division with 99 wins. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Jacob deGrom is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
At the plate, Sasaki. He's kept his average up in recent games. The competition has been fierce, but so far he's managed to fend off all comers in pursuit of a batting title.
Yeah, and if you're going to win a batting title, you wouldn't want it any other way. You don't want somebody to go in a massive slump and fall off the mat.
Hit high and deep out to left. Racing back the left fielder.
Adios, pelota.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Lester Page comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Runs up and gets this one down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Sasaki. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Sasaki comes in at 6'3" tall and bats from both sides of the plate. He was a 16th round selection back in the draft of 2019.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into...
Striding in once again, Sasaki. 86. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as they...
Now batting, number 86.
First pitch on its way. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in 1 outing is a heck of a lot harder.
Ready now, Gabriel Pineda. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Digging in and looking for more, Sasaki. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest.
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
We are under the...
Let's play ball.
Coming to the plate now, Sasaki. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
Winning the Triple Crown is really magical. Think about it. How many guys can hit for power, hit for average, and drive in runs? This guy's had a phenomenal season, and we're keeping our fingers crossed that he can win it.
So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty V, we're getting a look at a really good team right here, D-Row. The only thing you hope they can do is to stay focused as the season winds down. They're a good team, and it looks like they could go a long way in the postseason.
Dan, I've racked my brain trying to figure out what's the best way to go in. Clinch your division early, be playing good baseball, meaningful baseball down the stretch to get into the postseason. Bottom line is, it's an 11-12 game sprint when you get in. You want to be executing on all cylinders.
Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And he will get there to make the running. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the third baseman, Sasaki.
The third baseman, number 86.
And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Marte has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Striding in now for the Nats, Jared Quintana. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Digging in to try it again, Sasaki, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First offering on its way. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can.
This one is crushed. Back, and gone.
Well, D-Row, you know, they say records are made to be broken.
Sasaki will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game.
Counts 1-0.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
This is where I think you find out a lot about a pitcher's moxie. No one warming up in the pen. He's in trouble right now. He knows it. Can he right the ship and stay composed?
Now the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they'll add one more to the lead. It's now a 5-1.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Washington, number 11, Ted Nielsen.
To third. Scooped up. One there.
He's out.
On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. 5-2 the final score tonight.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 12.
So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and 1 gone in the inning.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Mets, number 86.
Belted high and deep into right center. Center fielder looking up. To the track, to the wall. Holy Toledo!
Now
Alexi Rosado.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
We are under. Standing in, Sasaki. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Number 86.
Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball one.
So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, we're getting a look at a really good team right here. The only thing you hope they can do is...
And hold on there, that's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. Clark, the runner at second with 1 away. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage. And that's the big...
Batting 8, the third baseman, Kramer.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 hit. In now for Washington, Trey Turner.
Number 9.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Trey Turner.
Is going to be a drag bunt. He gets it down. Low roller, and he barehands it. It's in time. Stepping up now, Sasaki. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And he will get there to make the running play. And so here's the cleanup hitter, Yasiel Puig. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Popped him up. Clark shading to his right. But it's the third baseman who gets there to make the play. So coming to the plate, Sasaki. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. And it's fouled away. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Puig. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And digging in is the big-time power threat, Sasaki.
Number 86.
That's a ball.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Massey has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career. And over those innings, he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths.
Hey, pitchers, you better start.
Ready for the bottom of the 10th here. And next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Sasaki.
Number 86.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
1 ball,
and this
1
misses
strike.
The outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Adios, pelota. Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor, so he takes it home in this one.
4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 16 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage. Next for the Mets, Sasaki. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Holy Toledo!
Leading off for the Nationals, the shortstop.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Turner.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here. At the plate, Sasaki. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And there's ball 2 now.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
The 3-1 pitch. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled away.
1 down, 1 down.
Another full count pitch home.
This one is crushed. Back, and gone.
Leading off the inning, Anthony Rendon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 gone for the Nationals in the 5th, and into bat is Trey Turner. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's the 2nd out. Coming to the plate now, Sasaki. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
And that misses inside 1-0.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
1-1 the count.
Come on, big guy. See it, drive it. See it, drive it.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, come on, big dog.
Popped him up. Turner calls for it.
I got it.
Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Now at the plate, Lee Cabrera.
Right fielder, number 14.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Cabrera.
Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Edwin Cassidy.
Edwin Cassidy.
The 1-1 home. Grounded to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blowing up. Kyle Barraclough gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Sasaki will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Sasaki is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
The count now at 2-1. Now the pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. A ball that's carrying. He's there and records the first out. 6-4 the outcome today. The New York Mets with their one. We are on. Henry Campos will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good, and when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
3-0 to him now. And the pitch. And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner. Now in the box, Sasaki. He drew a walk his first time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the fresh run and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to...
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Adios, pelota.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Gets 2 bombs.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll give way to the third baseman. Sasaki scooped up. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. New inning set to get underway and set to go as the third baseman. Sasaki just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
Come on, big guy.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Oh.
Quintana offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Full count now. This one is crushed. Back, and gone.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys.
All set to start the 9th in this one. And next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Sasaki. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Fouled off.
Let's go, kid. Here we go.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
It looked like this at bat had to. Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
The final line.
We are under. Stepping into the box, Sasaki watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all three categories.
One strike.
Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7. Not in time as the offline throw allows him to get in there easily. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Center fielder going back at the track.
Adios, pelota.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records.
One out now.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Sasaki. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Up next from Miami, Austin Dean. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no. Now batting, Sasaki comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. A 1 pitch on its way.
Pitch up there, huh?
Ball 1.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Now another 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. There's
He's
one.
out.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Digging in, number 61. Runner
Now
in scoring
batting,
position
Chapter.
with Sugan.
Defense.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Weakly hit to third. Scooped up.
You're here.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Sasaki will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And he fouls this one off.
1 down. 1 down.
0-1, here it comes. In the dirt here. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1.
That's ball 2.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
That's low.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Get your pitch.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a
3
called
balls,
strike 2.
2 strikes.
Full count, here it comes. And
Take
he
your base.
misses with that one, ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now. Ready now for the Marlins,
Now
Jairo
batting.
Munoz.
The
He's
shortstop.
hitless in the game, as is
Jairo
much of the rest of his team.
Munoz.
Now that's popped up. Sasaki waits on it. And that ends the inning. So striding forward now number
batting.
61.
Catcher.
He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Barrett.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Digging in, Sasaki, as
Now
the
batting.
switch hitter will take his
Number
cuts
86.
left-handed here.
Ball.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Ball.
And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well. Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row
The
and
final
playing
line
with a
score
lot of
for our ball
confidence.
game tonight
Success
for the
is never
victorious
guaranteed
New
in
York
this
Mets.
game, so
6
you have to
runs on
appreciate it when it
13
comes.
hits. No errors.
Afternoon. Into the box now, Sasaki.
Batting
First
third.
chance for him here in
The
the
third
top of the
baseman.
first with nobody on.
Number 86.
Fastball in there for a called strike. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
One
yeah,
ball,
Matt, things
one strike.
haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right.
Adios, pelota.
Right now, he can't wait to get to the plate against this.
Stepping into the box, Jacoby
Batting
Jones. And he's
The
a guy
left
looking to
fielder.
break out in a big
Jacoby.
way. Hasn't been getting the
No.
results he or his club have been hoping for.
Out.
Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful. Stepping in, Sasaki. He
Now
went
batting.
deep in his first
Number
at-bat.
86.
We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Oh, but it's
No,
offline,
beat him.
so the run will score. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here. Stepping up to the plate,
Leading off for the
Sasaki. He singled
The
his
third
last
baseman.
time up.
Number 86.
Swing and a miss on a pitch
0-1.
below the knees. 1 strike.
You get a swing like that, you know the hitter made up his mind he was swinging no matter what on that pitch.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Lots of hits given up, but so far, no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is,
2 balls,
they haven't had to
1 strike.
work too hard.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air and deep. Got a chance and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, and it gives the Mets a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October.
And here's the second generation
Up
big
next
leaguer
for the
Delino
Marlins,
DeShields.
the right
A
fielder,
hit in 2 tries for him so
Delino.
far. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down.
Right, keep
And
him
the
there.
throw is too late. He's on with a beautiful. Now at the plate, Sasaki. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
This guy's having a pretty
Oh.
good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
That evens it up 1-1.
Come on now. Get us a 2-bar right here.
Ball and he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Seared down the first baseline. He'll go to the bag for one.
On
Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's